Hi, my name is Ayumi, and I did my cultural project on Cinco de Mayo. So, just the basics of what is Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo is just an annual celebration held on May 5th to celebrate Mexico's victory over the Second French Empire at the Battle of Puebla in 1862. They have a lot of different foods and like Mexican foods that they provide for people to eat at this festival, just like as part of their culture. And it includes tacos, tamales, mole poblano, and a lot of things in that like category. These foods normally just bring out the history and cultural significance of Cinco de Mayo, and it kind of just makes everyone feel like at home, I guess. So folklore, dance, and music play an essential role during the day festivities, reflecting the historical and cultural significance of the battle for Mexican freedom and identity. And as you can see in this picture, the girl has a long skirt that is very colorful and bright, and is very long, and she uses it as part of her dancing, and it's like kind of like a part of her choreography. And the guy she kind of just dances with, he does not have a skirt, but he has a hat that is like kind of a part of his choreography, and they kind of just dance together, and it's kind of just to showcase the long dress and like the women, um, and how they like dance together, and it's very cool to see in person. I've seen it in person before. What is held at this event? So people celebrate this event by having like parades, dancing to music, and enjoying the food provided. It's kind of like a festival that you would have in like the United States, just obviously like Mexican culture, but it kind of just has like that like vibe of like loud music and like dancing, kind of just like a fun time and fun event that people go to. Um, the people in the parade are colorfully dressed and dancing to music called mariachi. So in this parade, it's kind of just like a regular parade where they're walking, and they have some of the people with the long dresses who dance with the guys. They have some people who are just like dancing, kind of just like for looks. They have people playing music, playing instruments, walking with flags, and um, all that sorts of things, kind of just for entertainment as like far as the parades goes. And then they have like after that they have like dancing, so they'll play loud music and everyone just comes out and like to the streets and just dancing, have their own fun time. And they'll have like food, so you can go to different like stands or whatever where they have food, you can eat food. But yeah. So where is Cinco de Mayo celebrated? It's celebrated in Mexico, and America also celebrates it as well. But in 1861, when Mexico declared a temporary moratorium on the repayment of foreign debts. And here's another picture of like them dancing with the skirts. And people do start it as like a young age and kind of just like do it like for fun. A little bit of history on Cinco de Mayo. So, Cinco de Mayo is not a Mexico Independence Day. Some people misinterpret for that. Um, but instead, it just kind of like represents like a single battle that they won. So in 1861, Juarez was elected president of Mexico. At the time, the country was in financial ruin after years of internal strife, and the new president was forced to default on debt payments to European governments. So, in response, France, Britain, and Spain sent naval forces to Veracruz, Mexico, demanding repayment. Britain and Spain negotiated with Mexico and withdrew their forces. So, the Battle of Puebla. So, 6,000 French troops under General Charles were sent out to attack Puebla. From his new headquarters in the north, Juarez rounded up a force of 2,000 loyal men and sent them to Puebla. The vastly outnumbered and poorly supplied Mexicans, led by Texas born General Ignacio Zaragoza forfeited the town and prepared for the French assault. On May 5th, 1862, Lorenzant gathered his army before the city of Puebla and led an assault. So, obviously, on May 5th, 1862, that's when Cinco de Mayo was established. And ever since then, they celebrate it every year on May 5th in Mexico as well as the US, with all the different activities and festivals. And it's kind of just like a day long festival that you can go to. So, what is Cinco de Mayo named after? Cinco de Mayo is pronounced 5th of May in English. It is named from the Mexican victory on May 5th, but it sometimes is misunderstood as Mexico's Independence Day, like I said earlier. But Mexico's Independence Day is celebrated on September 16th. So a lot of people get that confused, but the Cinco de Mayo is just represents a battle that they won, and the Independence Day is obviously not. Sorry, it's not. Your computer's a little bit slow. Okay. Why do we celebrate Cinco de Mayo in the US as well? Maybe a good question. So in America, we celebrate this holiday because we have a variety of different cultures and like diversity, and one of them is Mexican culture. So we would just like to celebrate with them and make everyone feel included because of their huge victory over the European invaders. Some of the parades are held in Los Angeles, Chicago, and Houston, as those states just have a bigger diversity of or population of um, Mexicans. And other states may not have festivals, but we do like celebrate it or like in memory of like or in honor of the battle. So you may hear people say like Happy Cinco de Mayo or like things like that. So I think it's just good to have like a good background on that, especially if the U.S. is celebrating it as well. And I think it is a very like important and interesting topic to talk about that is like really fun to dig deeper into. And I really enjoy doing this project. So there's my project, and these are my sites.